So here goes, we're using 560 RPM. At the moment we're going to traverse 10 inches a minute for roughing passes, and we're just going to touch off. Now we've touched off, we'll let it continue on its way, and we'll go back the other way. And we can see already that the head is warped. A little bit shy in the centre. Now we've got full coverage. I'm going to give it a tooth-out cut on the way back. Customer in this case has asked for a simple skim, no cleaning, no checking, etc. So we're just going to skim it. And there we are. I think we've got a clean pass at 2000, so that wasn't much. So we're going to set our feed rate now to 6.5 inches per minute. We're going to take another half a thou for good measure and see how that looks. If you go to my MX5 video, on there I showed the cutter that was shop made and the tool bits that I use to do this sort of work, which should give you some ideas if you wish to try this out for yourself. So I'll stop the video there and I'll come back in a second. Right, we've done a full pass there. I'm just going to blow it off with the airline, so watch your ears for those wearing headphones. And again. switch the compressor off. The reason we blow it out is because bits of swarf get down in all the water ports and the oil ports, and as the cutter's going round it can lift them out and get caught in the cutter and scratch the head. So we've blown those out now, and now we're just going to take a spring pass on the way back without altering our depth of cut. You can probably still see swarf coming out the ports now, even though we've blown them out. So again, I'll just cut the video there and come back when it's finished. So now we're just coming to the last cylinder, and it's all looking very nice. You can see the different colours in the alloy where it's shining. And we're just about done. Again, I'm using a diamond tipped cutter for this, PCD is what they call them. And there we are, we're all done. Okay, I'm going to take this off the bench now. When we're repairing things like these cylinder heads, we like to find the fault because it jumps out at us and it's glaringly obvious. But in this case it wasn't, because we only took a tooth thou cut to clean up. It really wasn't much at all. Yes, it was warped, but not by much. It certainly should have been within tolerance of the head gasket. So as a precautionary measure, I'm going to do a vacuum test on it. It's a simple test. We're going to suck air out of the chamber and we're going to measure what that reads on the gauge. Now, I live up a mountain, so I'm a couple of thousand feet above sea level, so I can't quite get the vacuum that you'd get at sea level. It's still pretty decent. But a full vacuum, the gauge works anti-clockwise compared to ordinary gauges, say a pressure gauge. So at the end of this line, which goes up into the attic, there's a vacuum pump. It's a bit like a compressor but works backwards. Just a simple thing. So let's have a look. Well, there's nothing wrong with that port. It also tells us there's nothing wrong with the valve sealing or the valve guides, and that would be for those two valves because they share the one port. I hope you can hear me above this compressor. Okay, so we'll do this next one. So again, we've got maximum pressure, and I'll explain that again because the noise of the compressor. So if we get full pressure or full vacuum, as that gauge was showing us, it tells us that the two valves associated with that port are sealing perfectly, and as are the valve guides, they're not worn out. So it tells us a few things, but it also tells us that the cylinder head hasn't got a crack in that area. So we're going to test all the ports now and see how they all turn out. I won't go through it all with you. I'll come back in a minute. And we're getting the same results on the exhaust side. So I'm confident this head doesn't have any cracks and it can go back to the customer and be refitted. Thank you for watching. I probably won't go through the other heads on the table with you because it'll all be pretty much the same as what I've just done. So there we are. Now, a little favour to ask. I've only just started making these videos for YouTube, and it would help me if you could help get my ratings up by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And that way is a good gauge for me also to know whether to continue doing this. I don't just do cylinder heads, I do other work as well, and I can video those as they come along. Anyway, thank you for watching.